So, in an effort to get, I guess, manipulate the algorithm and various like search results, I've been going through and like gathering ideas from certain suggestions from YouTube's little AI system. And one of them, which is actually one I'm somewhat interested in, is a Linux retro gaming PC. Now, setting some things up for something like that is actually rather simple. There are probably a million videos on it. But as I've been messing around with Raspberry Pi, one other option came through that I find really, really interesting. So let me actually pull up the system that I'm going to be running like this on. So, if I pull up a web browser, I can go to, what was it? Yeah. TwisterOS.com. And TwisterOS is a Raspberry Pi, Raspberry Pi OS based operating system for the Raspberry Pi. It's got a lot in it. I will cover it on its own otherwise. But what's really cool is it's got a TwisterUI. So if I go into here, go to TwisterUI, I can download for Manjaro or Linux Mint Ubuntu. So it expects XFCE, it seems, as the UI you're going to be running. So what we're going to do is we're going to close out that window, and we are going to start up this Manjaro VM that I just set up. This is the disk, isn't it? It's booting into. I bet it is. I did not pay attention to what was going on. So what TwisterUI, as I was messing around with TwisterOS a little bit, and it's actually got this really cool system for theming. So once we get into it here, did we actually? Yep, it is the disk. So if I machine shut down, I could have done that otherwise, but anyway. We are going to go into settings. We're going to go to storage. We're going to make this empty. Okay. And then we're going to restart again. Going to move that over. And now we'll boot into the actual install that I set up. It automatically logs in and everything because this is basically temporary for just right now. And luckily, Manjaro has most of our integration stuff already, so we don't have to think about that. So we're going to turn that off so it doesn't launch at start. So what we are going to do is we're going to go to Internet. We're going to go to Firefox. We're going to go to TwisterOS.com like we did in the other one. We're going to go to our downloads. We're going to go to that one. We're going to download the TwisterUI thinger, which is only like 500 megabytes in size. I don't care. Go away. Eventually. Gonna take a second. Okay. Now we've got that downloaded. So now what we can do is we can go into here, file system, go to downloads, and this would be your chmod plus X if you wanted to on it. You can allow it to run as program. That is not what I wanted. Cancel. Yes. Are you kidding me? Okay, fine. Terminal. We're going to we do our chmod plus x and then we run it. And what it's going to do is it's got an archive, it looks like, implemented into it. So it's a lot like the GOG installers. When you download those for Linux, it's got the archive built into the script and it runs the script. And then the archive is in the data, same file, one thing. Extracts everything. Enter to continue. 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 It's going to install everything it needs. No, we don't need screen copy. Why are you installing Chrome? But anyway. So it's going to install everything it looks like, or ask to, for, what is it? TwisterOS, that TwisterOS would use. And it mutes everything out, it looks like. So I don't know what else it's going to try and run and install, but we shall see. Hi, Firefox. Recommend relevant content. Yes, very. Measure and support our marketing. Yeah. Going to grow the window size here. Going to close that out since we don't need it anymore. Oh, I was about to pause the thing. See, I don't recall there being directions on this thing. Okay, we'll see what it does when it reboots. A lot of things were missing in this for some reason. Anytime you want to boot up. Okay, so the Manjaro one kind of broke on me. It wouldn't boot. So I am going to do kind of the same process here and try again. Just give me a second to download everything and then we'll run it and go from there. Okay, so our download did finish finally. So we do the chmod. Yeah, plus x twist. Oh, thank you for working. Then we do the /twister UI installer. It checks everything and then it runs through and does the thing. Hopefully it works this time. Connected to the internet. This one seems to be working a bit better. Nope, never mind. It's going to do its thing. So it just did some funny like UI changey thingies. So we're going to ooh, okay, it worked this time. Let's see. Maybe we'll get something proper. Okay, the things changed. It didn't have access to everything, so this is what you get in a standard install. We're going to not send any of those errors up. I don't know why it needs Google Chrome, but here we are. Yeah, remind me later. So we have everything here. A lot of these came with the install otherwise. So Chrome was installed by the thing. I don't know why you would need that, but anyway, that's something else. You didn't remove Firefox, consequently. And then it installed Wine. and it didn't really install much of anything else, so for whatever reason. But there were a lot of things that weren't pre-installed, and it couldn't find the packages in the repos for what it wanted to install, apparently. So there is that. Lightpad. So if we go in, we should be able to, we can hit theme twister, mark executable. So we can go in here and we'll kind of explore it. There's more than this, I think, normally. So we can go to dark. It will change a couple things for us in the process. And then we can go in to here, log in. I have it set to automatically log in for a lot of things. If we want to do something classic, we can go and do Twister 7. And it'll change the theming and everything. It'll restart our session as we set everything up. And now you can see we've got a very, very Windows 7-esque feel to it. So I will dive deeper into TwisterOS itself, but this TwisterUI gives you a lot of the feel of TwisterOS without having to install it and on a proper desktop. So rather than dealing with, rather than having to use a single board computer, you can try out TwisterOS on something different on your 32-bit or 64-bit operating system if you're willing to go through the trouble of doing this. And it's mostly like it was mentioned. If I go back into Internet, Firefox, because we're not opening Chrome. If you want to run Mint or Ubuntu, whatever, and go from there. So that's kind of the TwisterUI. TwisterOS has a lot more to it, as you can see through these right here a little bit. If we go to the About, it's got a lot more features to it, and I will cover that in a later video. If you liked the content, if you enjoyed it, if you think I deserve it, like, comment, subscribe. Leave any criticisms you have or what have you. I appreciate it. Feed that algorithm, like I said, and I will see you guys in the next one.